Hey guys, DMV SoloRider back with another video. We are doing a ride west of DC from Manassas up to Middleburg. There's quite frankly, not really a very long ride out here. It's like 25 miles, but apparently it's supposed to be beautiful with, rolling hills and farmland and stuff like that. Let's get this show on the road. As we exit this parking lot, I would certainly appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up. I put my ride and ride-related content out every Friday. If you hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, you'll get an alert when my new videos are out. And I'd appreciate it. It helps people looking for motorcycle rides find my content. So today is actually May 2nd. It is a beautiful day out. It is in the 80s, so I'm in full summer gear. Got my lightweight riding pants on. I got my mesh summer jacket on. So my increasingly faded leather gloves will actually match, which is kind of nice. I went to go into Ride Command to wirelessly download the maps for today's rides, and it wouldn't sync with my account. Now, what I'm talking about is, when you have a 2020 bagger, Indian bagger, Ride Command is now wireless, meaning, you load maps up into your account and you can wirelessly sync them to your motorcycle. You can still use the app on your phone as well. I've not had to do that since I've had the Challenger. And in the past, when I've gone to upload maps to the bike or download maps to the bike, a couple times there's be some sort of connection issues. You go to sync, to copy maps from Ride Command wirelessly, and it doesn't work. By the way, we are passing through Bull Run, kind of like the last a previous video I've edited and it's uploaded to the channel. I don't know if it's up yet or not. We were passing the Wilderness Battlefield in the Lake Anna Fredericksburg ride, riding in Virginia and parts of Maryland. You come into Civil War historical sites all the time. And so what I wanted to know was, would you guys find it interesting for me to do like a Civil War battlefield tour or like a series of tours? Because I know, riding up to Gettysburg, I'm pretty sure you can actually drive through the battlefield. I don't know about all the rest of them, but at least some of these things are very accessible to a motorcycle or even a car, and I can kind of go to the battlefield, kind of ride around to the extent you can, show you the cool stuff about it, and then move on to the next, and either do one video or do a series, whatever. But anyways, I was curious to know if you guys would find that interesting, because I'm always interested in that sort of stuff. I'm always interested in American history. I can't say I am a historian. I probably have forgotten more about the Civil War than I know currently, but hey, could be fun. Anyways, getting back to the more important issue, which is Ride Command. Today was not syncing wirelessly, so I got out here to Manassas and Bull Run, went to download the maps, and it just would not connect to my account. Could not get it to connect to my phone either, to sync the maps directly from my phone. Just really irritating. So now that I've kind of temporarily at least gotten over putting my phone in the glove box, it's in there. We're using Google Maps because I was at least able to quickly plot out this 25-mile ride using Google. So we'll see how that goes. Google is not like a freehand map drawing. You can mark different points on the map where you want to ride to, and you can have, I want to say, up to 15 or 20 different points. But it's not 100% flexible, at least not on your phone. You can't, in a very granular way, pick the specific roads you want to ride. So it worked for this little 25-mile ride. Yeah, so I'm not under the impression there are any real twisties here. It's just supposed to be a pretty ride. I thought I'd show it to you. This is all Civil War stuff. Anywhere you see these fences like this, those old school fences, that's usually a Civil War battlefield. Some people use them for their homes. kind of an aesthetic decision. But out here in an area like this, you are talking Civil War battlefield. And I want to say, I think Bull Run was the bloodiest battle of the Civil War. It could have been Gettysburg itself. I don't recall off the top of my head. But hey, if we do the Civil War tour, we'll figure those things out. And for those of you who are wondering, you know, I mentioned my summer gear. These are, I cannot remember the name, the style name, but they're Dainese summer riding pants. You know, they're very thin and flexible material. They've got built-in pads, like really thick knee pads, hip pads. And then they have these like mesh panels. They're little flaps you pull back. And the idea is that you get air in there. And I have to say, while the pants are comfortable in terms of the material, you don't really get a lot of air through those flaps. So if you're looking at motorcycle riding pants and your seating position is kind of like mine, where you're basically in a chair and the part of your leg that has the mesh panels is kind of perpendicular to the ground, you might not get a lot of air in there. And that's what I think is happening here. If I was on a sport bike with my leg down, it'd probably be a different experience. But just FYI, in case you're looking at some summer gear and you're seeing mesh panels, to some extent it depends on your riding position. The other thing about these pants is the knee pads are so thick and heavy that, you know, after riding for a couple hours, they're always putting pressure on your kneecaps and your legs get pretty sore. The benefit of these pants is, you know, they're tapered at the ankles, so when I put my legs up on my pegs, my pants don't blow up. With my jeans, if I do that, my pants blow up to my calves, and you can see my socks that I'm wearing and my butt white calves and shins. It just kind of clashes with the aesthetic of my awesome Indian Challenger. So I tend to subconsciously, I promise, use my highway pegs less in my riding jeans than I do with these pants. I actually bought little stirrups you can clip onto the bottoms of your jeans that will hold them down. But then I find I have the same issue that I have with these pants, where the knee pads built into my riding jeans start to irritate my knees. Guys, it's just nothing but trials and tribulations in motorcycle life. I suppose primarily for those of you in the DMV, would be trying to do a group ride. Mentioned it talking to someone on the channel the other day, and you know, my schedule is kind of obnoxious. It's really hard to plan, you know, down the road. Maybe what I'll do is I will just kind of give you guys a general sense of when I'm thinking, pick out a rendezvous spot in advance, and you know, the week of, or you know, with a few days notice, I'll say, hey, I'm gonna go ride this ride. Here's where I'll be at what time. If you guys want to ride with me, just come meet me there. That might be the best solution. Yeah, I really have barely used Google Maps with CarPlay, so I want to say Google Maps, you know, they don't do I don't think they do speed traps, but they do give you warnings for cameras, I believe. So, you know, who knows? Maybe this is fortuitous. I could do most of my, you know, planned rides that I film using Google Maps and at least be protected a little bit. And another piece of advice I'll give you about some summer riding gear is, you know, mesh is great. When I got this jacket, this is a Rev'it Eclipse mesh jacket. I got it a little, like, one size too big because I wanted to have more room for growth. And what I find is if you get a mesh anything that's too big, all the extra material can block the wind from getting to your skin. So, you know, my Dainese, my black leather and mesh jacket actually has better airflow than this 100% mesh jacket. Kind of sucks, but that's how we learn. This would be a fun road without a pickup truck in front of me. I mean, it's a nice ride. You can basically find this ride on every road off the highway in the DC area, to be completely honest with you. Oh, this would be a lot of fun without this pickup. Just see the sweep of that road. Challenger's raring to go. Pickup truck, come on. Needs to stretch its legs. Challenger's much happier now. And like I always say, you're on a road you've never ridden, be careful with these hills. You never know what's on the other side of the crest. You know, I didn't pay attention to what time we left, but this is one of those, I might just be able to put the whole video up with minor editing. It'll be long, it'll be at least 30 minutes, but look at that, gorgeous. Hey, if I can get a video up without editing, I'm a happy camper. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy I did this ride. To whoever put it on motorcycleroads.com, I apologize for saying it wasn't much. It's a great road. Oh, we're gonna get some sweet angles in the video, that's for sure. You know, so many crests you can't see over. That's gets a little unnerving. That was dumb. I was gonna stop in that driveway and change the battery, and then I decided, after downshifting, no, I want to film riding through the curve. Oh, look at this freaking amazing road. It is just beautiful out here. You know, I've said it, I think I've said it in past videos. I've mentioned it on Instagram. I'm really lucky here in the DMV that we have such a wide variety of landscapes, road types. I mean, you know, yeah, it's not Tail of the Dragon, but you can get mountain twisties. You can find anything you want around here. And, you know, I kind of felt that way, you know, when I first started riding, but it really hit home when I was in Florida. Those god-awful Florida roads. I mean, what's the point of riding a motorcycle out there? I mean, I'm not being serious. I get the point. Well, this is Middleburg, guys. This is the end of this short little ride. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was fantastic. Highly recommend if you're here in the DMV, you come down here and you give that ride a whirl. I will, of course, put the map and GPS coordinates on my Google Drive page. And again, I just cannot more strongly enough recommend that ride. It's just awesome. And look at this, Middleburg's adorable. Little restaurants, lots of bikes out. Good stuff. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's ride, I'd certainly appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. I put my ride and ride-related content out every Friday. Hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. You'll get an alert when my new video is out. And until next week, you all stay safe out there, and I'll see you Friday.